then you at home can call me Abuti Tlati. I believe when Rapira Molofatsing, we at some point we are all going to become a story. So today we have a very beautiful lady who's here to share her story, which I believe it will be inspiration to some of you out there to keep on believing in what you have and what you want to do for your community. Welcome to the show, Sis Zimasa.
Thank you.
The first thing first, can you please just tell about yourself? About Zimasa, where you coming from, where did you grow up?
Okay. I'm Zimasa Mukhotyana. I come from a small town in the Eastern Cape called Batley East. I grew up in Joburg. My mother was working the side as a domestic worker for the longest time. So that's just about that little bit of myself.
So growing up, experiencing challenges which you faced along you growing up?
There's a lot of challenges growing up. I could mention like a lot, ne? But just mainly focusing on what we hear about namhlanje. The inspiration behind all of this. Like I said, Umama was a domestic worker. You know, you can only imagine how little less we had at times. But she always made it a point, to just not provide for us, but provide even for abanye abantu. Come from a very small family, but my family was largened by people that my mother took care of, like I said, with the little less that we had, but she always made it a point that we share. So it's basically about that, that's where this whole inspiration comes from, the sharing part.
So it's I don't know if I'll be right by saying this. It's a family thing. It's something which is in the family to share with people,
yes.
to love people.
To love people, so, to show love to people. Yes.
So
yeah.
Okay. Tell us about your small kitchen soup. How did it start?
It's a dream that this dream came about from a very long time, but it only came to life last year. I just decided to stop relying on people, to make it happen. So I realized that for it to happen, I need to go out there and make it happen for myself. So this is how now the soup kitchen came about. It was just basically something that was on paper, but last year we put it to life. Yeah.
All right. So while you coming to say I'm studying the kitchen soup, what was the motivation? What was your aim to achieve with the soup kitchen?
Okay. Nutrition. It's a very looked down upon, I don't know what to call it, like a factor. We preach about so many things within the community, but we forget the most important thing, and that's nutrition.
Nutrition.
Yes.
So
for anything to be implemented health-wise, it's nutrition.
Okay, I get it. So now you wanted to implement nutrition within the community so that people can start taking care of themselves, be aware of what they are consuming into their system.
Yeah.
So so far, the first time we
I just decided to go to the I was actually alone, and then I just posted it on socials, and it was welcomed by many people, and then that's where many people came about and donated what they had. So the aim for the soup kitchen was actually for children, disadvantaged children, and elderly people. But the first time we ran it, the whole community came.
And I can imagine you come with a mentality of saying, I don't believe many people are going to come.
Yeah.
Then boom, a lot of people are coming. How was that experience?
It was out of this world. You just sitting there with the community, people praising you, people saying thank you. People came there, this is my first meal for the day. it was emotional, but at the same time, it warmed my heart, you know, sitting there with people of my community, sharing a meal. And like I said, for many, it was their first meal. So it really opened my heart. And as much as maybe even if I took it lightly, that day, first day I opened this kitchen, it showed me that this needs to be done. I need to push for this thing to happen.
So, you know, right now, when you say a lot of people came and they mentioned that this is actually my first meal of the day, I feel like I don't belong in this community, because I never thought we have such people who are not having meals for a day. So now, because you are mentioning it, it hit it hard in my heart. Zimasa, we really appreciate people like you.
Thank
you. You're making a big change. If when we born lentole, it's a very big step lento yenza. Okay, now it's binda man. We need to do something for this community. And this thing is happening around Oliven, right?
We're running this kitchen within Oliven. It's for abantu base Oliven.
But then I believe in the future we're gonna spread out, right?
We will spread out, but right now let's fix the problem. This community is faced with a greater challenge, and it's very much ignored. There's children who go to school, angatyanga. Chances of you getting home, there's zero chances of you to zobuya ekaya kunokutya.
You know, mama, you know, Zimasa makasho le story pinda. You know those elderly people, when they tell you a story, back then when they went to school, they'll go papetwe indlala, then makafike eskela ngebreak, you need to rush home. Bawufike ekhaya uthola unganakudla njayana. So you need to just thatha amafutha ugcobise ukuthi ungajumpiseli to your friends out there. And I think the reason why most of our parents have failed in life is because, you know, you cannot go to school with a hungry stomach. You cannot focus upetwe indlala. Like you cannot do anything upetwe indlala. So Zimasa is doing great, man. You know, I believe anyone who's gonna listen to this will be inspired. If there's someone who wants to sponsor, we'll also take you along, man. So Zimasa is doing such a thing, and then sponsorship will be coming on your side.
That would really appreciate.
We need to do something for this community. We need to show love.
We need to show love. That's the first thing to building a healthy community. You know, just share what you have with your community. Show love where you can. Be open, be welcoming. People don't look like their problems, but people are going through a lot.
There's a lot we're missing out within our community.
Very.
Now, do you feel, why is that thing you feel like us as a community relating towards supporting these people?
In most cases and instances, I don't, I think the problem with us, ne, we look at faces. Do you understand that this person I want to support, this person I don't want to support? We don't look at the idea behind the face. You know, some people actually thought I was doing this for fame, for clout. I wanted to be seen. But it takes a lot, you know. It takes a lot to actually come out, dedicate your time, you know, do this just to be seen. So we failed to get support from other people because people had that mindset that we're just doing this for, you know, for popularity, for likes. But the idea behind the face is greater than anything.
So Mundu, I believe it's not everybody who's going to support a very good idea. We need to have people who are what we call stumbling blocks, like the roadblocks, you know, in national. You know, we have in national.
Yeah.
Those guys, when they're there, you cannot pass. We have such people, and then I think we need to use those people as a motivation for us to keep moving. Understand? To keep moving. This community, and then I feel like our community leaders are not doing enough for us. You know.
My greatest challenge here with the leaders was that most of them wanted to make this thing a political thing. You know,
the ANC is doing, for example.
For example, this is, you know, ANC, this is us. Yes, you want to be there.
Okay.
No, so that was now like another challenge that we faced along the way, because This is a community thing.
If we must not do it to gain something. Now, when you start doing it to gain something, you're not business man.
Now we lose the plot when we now want to involve or we want to put it as a project of a certain political party. Then we've already lost the plot of the whole thing. This thing is for the community, done by people of the community.
So our community leaders wants to use our ideas for their own benefit, not to uplift this community.
Yeah.
Now, but then if things are like that, we are failing. They are failing as our leaders.
Yeah.
We won't grow. We won't grow like
No,
this.
we won't. Like I said, this was an idea that came about 5 years ago, and it was only implemented last year. You know, I've pitched to many people, pitched to many leaders, but it went ignored.
So tell me, for this whole 5 years, planning it until it came to be implemented last year, how was it planning this thing, getting rejected left and right and center? How was that experience?
It was painful because, it's something that I felt like this community needs. It needs help. It needs love. It needs someone to bring it together, you know. So for me to get rejected, I kept on asking myself, like, why? The question was always why. I'm just bringing something. I'm not even asking for much. I'm just asking for the little bit that you have. It doesn't even have to be money. Do you understand?
You showing up there, talking to these kids can enlighten something within them. So now what kept you moving, saying, I cannot let go of this dream. I need to keep dreaming this and until I make it. What motivation was there?
Me. This is me. This is my life. This is what I'm going to do, with or without any help. This is me.
So okay, now that's very motivational. Now so it's all about self-trust.
Yes.
There's no one who can push you rather than yourself.
No.
You need to push yourself.
Yes, I pushed myself, I promoted myself, I put myself out there,
Yo. Now I thought maybe you'll tell me, watching motivational videos.
No.
You
I
have to
motivate
push
myself.
No. So if your system says I cannot do this, it cannot.
They try to sabotage me, but length I'm going to do it. No one is going to stop me.
Yay. Now I'm motivated. I am inspired.
They sabotaged me. They took away the sponsors that I had. I did it out of my own pocket with the help of my friends. I did it. No one is going to stop me. Whether you go around sabotaging it, I'm going to do it.
So you went through a lot for this thing to become a reality.
Very.
No, I read your story. I went through your profile. When we get a guest who wants to come to the show, I go through your profile. I'm looking at she's doing great. This person means this thing was not a train smash. It was all about going to the kitchen, cooking the soup, and then going out to the street.
No,
that's how we see it from behind the scene.
That's how I also thought it would be. I would go to a certain person and say, I've got this idea, and they would be very happy that
and then jump
in, but it never worked like that.
Yeah. No, that's very sad. In your journey coming to creating all of this, you had people who are in support of you. You had people motivating you.
Yeah.
You had people behind you saying, Zimasa, we're doing this no matter what. Can you just tell us who are those people, and then how did they come to push you?
Greatest person of all, my mother. The lady behind me. When all strength runs out, she reminds me where I started. So it brings back, all lost hope. To say, but nsuka apha nalendo. I've been through this. Or feel defeated by something. I've got friends also.
Okay.
I won't mention names. just in case I forget someone, and then it becomes
it
an
becomes
issue.
yes.
So
mention.
I've got friends
Yes.
who are behind me. These are people who pop out of their own pockets to say, Bamba girl, Bamba tenga something. You know.
So there's so hope in this
People who
campaign.
wake up every morning, come and help us prepare meals. Omama Be community also came out, you know, in numbers, you know, because the community welcomed this with open hands, with open arms. It brought hope. You know, there's still hope for change.
This idea is gonna work.
Yeah, it's going to work. It's going to bring us together.
Yeah. So now, where do you normally do this soup thing, mokasi?
Okay, we from last year we were moving from place to place because we don't even have a stable working place, of which we've been asking for, and it hasn't been provided to us. So one kind pastor was say, no, you guys can operate from here.
Okay, you mentioned you asked for it and then it was not guaranteed. Where did you ask for it?
We went to various places and various people to ask for space.
For spaces.
Yes, working space.
Not specifically the community leaders. It's people of the community.
People of community, leaders also involved. But yeah.
You know, I'm having a very serious problem with our community leaders. You know, these people. One day I'm gonna take my camera. Because our community sent the camera. Been there. I don't know. Will you be ready for that? Are you ready for that fight? I'm gonna go with some because I feel like each and everything which is happening within our community, it's because of them. These people are failing us drastically. Now we need to invest in the youth because they're now the future of this country. Understand? But then whatever are focusing on investing on themselves, we can invest about 65 years in future. What is there which he is going to bring to the community? For example, you know, the whole Kamashiwo, we are not allowed to use it. But then the community leaders, memorial service after working hours, why were not given that opportunity to use the community hall? While as the youth, right now there's something to motivate the youth. Right now, one side the youth from the streets, into something very productive. But then we're not given that chance. So you know it's a very serious problem. Now Zimasa, like a very solid thing to uplift or found hope. But not now they want to use it as a political thing of saying no. If only you, for example, I'm not saying ANC. It's an example. Hear me out, people. We need to use it as. Let me just say, I have a party napping. Zimasa comes to me and says, I have this initiative. I want us to implement it, and I'll get it. As a political leader, no, let's use it under my political party. It's giving out to the community. Let's use it to our advantage so that we can get votes and all of that. So now, aside we're using it as an advantage to us. We want it to benefit us, and then that's not how leadership should work. Understand? So I think we need to step up on this thing and work out something very quick, because now we're gonna lose a lot of youth to drugs. Because now, I look at someone who's doing good out there. That person is a criminal, and then that person is the only person who's giving me hope and employing. So I see a crime as being a very good thing to go out and against a crime, because that's the only thing that can help me out in life. Abantu abarayit elungile phinda yini lishaya untholakazi jabana. So we can't grow like that.
Now we can't. Take a walk around a community of Extension 26. They're using dumping sites as to get their meal. Bantwana are eating from our dumping sites. You come with an idea. You're not even asking for much. You're just saying that put me out there. Help me where you can. You know. I would do this every day if I could. If I had the means to, I would cook every single day.
Just to provide them with food.
To provide them with food.
Let me just take this opportunity. Now I'm speaking to you, my people. Zimasa, you know, her idea is very great, you know, but then without support, she can't do this, everything Ali want. You know, she's not asking for millions. You know, if you feel like giving out money is a problem, buy the million then give it to her. She's gonna do the rest. You know, I'm pleading with the community. Can you please just come and support this initiative so that we can give hope to the next child? Understand? So, Zimasa, any motivation you wanna give to the young people who are struggling while having a hard time?
Don't give up. You only have yourself. Don't give up. That's the only thing I can say. Don't give up. No one is here to pick you up, pat you on the back. People are gonna say all kinds of things, but at the end of the day, you only have yourself. Do not give up on yourself.
Yeah, no. You know, I think you said a mouthful. You know, you mentioned very strong facts. You know, and then from this whole conversation you just had, you know, what kept me inspired. It's self-belief. You need to believe yourself. If when I was telling I don't think anyone can trust.
No. No one is going to spoon feed you.
Yeah, guys, I know we're having a lot, man. But then I believe with people like you, like us, you know, Oliven is gonna become a better place.
Yeah.
Gonna become a better place. Please do not lose this dream. Keep going with this dream. You know, Mtata Matam, I did not speak with my team about this. I am the one who's making this decision right here. Please, the next feeding scheme that we're gonna make, going to the township and giving food to those kids, please take us along, and then we're gonna come and document it, and then we're gonna use that as a promo video for you, just for free.
Oh, thank you.
It's from us, Kasi Uncovered, to you.
Thank you. See you guys next week, Saturday.
Then I see now. Yeah, I think we have said a mouthful. I'm motivated by what you said, Zimasa. You know, thank you very much for taking your time, pulling through to come and share your story. You know, this really touched my heart. I'm from Kambamanga. It was an eye opener for me. It was an eye opener. I never thought we have kids who are struggling like that. I knew that we not. I'm not saying we rich. I know, but I never thought we're that poor to that level in this community. You know, because one about to driving big cars every weekend. We are pussy and you feel like no, this community we going somewhere. But then if you still have kids who are struggling like that and people wasting money, it brings something else. But then I hope after they see this episode, they'll be motivated to bring a change within our community.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm very inspired. I don't know that lie. Binda, I think Timande, it was very inspiring. Sketchy, you guys. You understand? Is there any question you want to pop to my sister? You could. It's in you a quote from Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe. You know, he said, we must therefore appreciate our role. We must appreciate our responsibilities. The African people have entrusted their whole future onto us. So simply meaning the whole of South Africa is seeing their future in people like you.
Thank you.
So you must respect this role you are having. Keep going with it. You understand?
We are getting there.
Kasi Uncovered. I get to umekji ubiza abantu followers ake ini chinas. You are called Uncovers. You are called Uncovers. My Uncovers. Come on, guys. Let's show support to Zimasa. And then please don't forget to subscribe. Never subscribe. But anyways,
you're on Facebook.
Yes. I can find me on Facebook, Zimasa Zamam Khojana. Yes, and we do post a little bit on TikTok. We haven't been big on socials at the moment, but we are getting there. So anything we will put out on Facebook.
You know why it's not allowed for a person? Do you mind giving out your cell phone numbers?
My cell phone number is 073 064 7039. That's where you can find me.
Please, you use those numbers for professional staff, guys.
Please.
You know you guys. You know why usatshwanela site ngudi one ko mmeroko. O ka ira mistake. A ona motho mo blame ha. At least I got a mistake. Wa choka ka motlakase vela mnete. Mona wa nchokisa ka motlakase. This is why I need my team. So uncovers. Thank you.